Capcom looks to grow Mega Man, Ace Attorney, Devil May Cry with new projects. We're in there, boys. Let's go. Alright, it's gonna be a short video. Gonna raw dog this. I have no script for this. It pretty much confirms stuff that I said in my other video talking about where's Devil May Cry. And it basically confirms that we are definitely getting more Devil May Cry games in the future. So Capcom released their 2025 integrated report talking about some of their business models and their overall sales and games and stuff like that, which is a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it definitely just, talks a lot about their business models, their net sales and stuff like that, their growth in their games. It talks about their their top IPs. Devil May Cry. It's a lot of stuff for sure. Hey, they got my boy Dante, let's go. Capcom has released its 2025 integrated report, and tucked inside the COO Haruhiro Tsujimoto section is a passage that gives fans of the company's underutilized IPs something to pay attention to. While outlining Capcom's long-term development goals, Tsujimoto directly names Mega Man alongside Ace Attorney and Devil May Cry as a brand the company intends to grow through new in-house projects. At Capcom, we aim to sustain our KPI of 10% or better annual operating profit growth, along with our long-term goal of annual software sales of 100 million units. To improve our chances to succeed, we are working to resolve business challenges issues by issue. Our efforts are focused on core IPs such as Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, and Street Fighter franchises, and mapping out mainline series entries and sequels, remakes, new IP, and ports of content to the latest hardware. We constantly release 2 or 3 major new titles each year, but recognizing the need to grow our pipeline going forward, Capcom owns a wealth of globally popular brands such as Mega Man, Devil May Cry, and Ace Attorney. We aim to expand our user base and improve our performance through new releases, remakes, and ports of titles in these series to new hardware. By enhancing brand power and cultivating loyal fan bases, we will grow these into core IPs. So pretty much confirming what I was saying in the last video, talking about where Devil May Cry 6 is. In a nutshell, I basically talked about most likely Capcom is trying to figure out what to do with the Devil May Cry series, who's the new director that's been directing the game, etc. Because Itsuno left the company in 2024, and Capcom was hoping for Itsuno to direct the new Devil May Cry game, Devil May Cry 6, but Itsuno wanted to do his own thing and wanted to do something completely new, which is why he left the company and the reason why we don't have Devil May Cry 6 being in development. And what's very interesting is they want to up the ante with these IPs to the standard of Resident Evil and Monster Hunter. So not only are we getting Devil May Cry 6 in the future, but most likely we are going to get Devil May Cry remakes. Most likely Devil May Cry 1 through 3, which I have mixed feelings about because, I don't want Devil May Cry 3 to get a remake because I think it's great the way it is. Devil May Cry 1 and 2, sure, I would like to see a remake, especially for 2. Because it's such a bad game. So we'll have to wait and see. What is interesting, hopefully they might do ports to modern consoles, like the Switch port when we have all the weapon switching to the modern consoles to PC, etc. That I will like. But remakes overall, I might not be a fan of that. But again, I am open to the idea. Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite Resident Evil games out there, and Resident Evil 4 Remake is a great 10 out of 10 remake in my opinion. So it is possible for them to do justice for a Devil May Cry 1 remake, just like they did with Resident Evil 4. So it's possible. Again, I'm open to the Devil May Cry 1 remake ideas, Devil May Cry 2 remake, and it can be done. The people developing this content are our world-class in-house creators. For the past 3 years, we have made strengthening our human capital a management priority, and to this end, and have been training and recruiting personnel to expand our development structure. Previously, we consolidated our game development in Osaka to promote efficiency. However, to further strengthen its structure, we are currently constructing a new development facility next to our head office, slated for completion in 2027. And like I said in my last video, there's a good chance that they're just about to start development, or that right now they just began development of a new Devil May Cry game. I'm pretty sure we're still gonna have to wait a good solid 5 to 4 years. Again, it's not confirming no specific projects of any Devil May Cry game, What this is confirming is that they want to expand these IPs to the standards of Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, and Street Fighter. Now, the reason why I keep repeating myself is because there's a good chance a lot of people are going to take this information and just automatically go with, oh, Devil May Cry 6 confirmed, let's go. When is it coming out? Game Awards, let's go. There's a good chance it's not going to get announced this year or even next year. Games do take a while to be made, and from seeing a lot of game companies and also Capcom, I say they like to reveal their games a year before they actually release the game. You know, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil 9, etc. They always announce these games a year before they actually comes out, just to set that straight, you know. I don't want everybody to be like, oh my god, Devil May Cry 6, Devil May Cry Remake confirmed, let's go. But we're just gonna have to be patient and wait a couple more years until we get Devil May Cry 6 and then Devil May Cry 1 Remake, and then maybe a port of the Devil May Cry 3 Switch version, you know, local co-op, etc. But this is exciting to see, and I'm very happy for this. Does this increase the chance of a Devil May Cry being announced at the Game Awards? Hell no. There's like a 5% chance a Devil May Cry game is going to get announced at the Game Awards. This just increases it by 2%, so now it's like a 7% that would get announced at the Game Awards. But me being a clown, I'm definitely gonna be coping. I'm definitely gonna put on the clown makeup and be expecting a Devil May Cry 6 at the Game Awards because I'm stupid. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this news overall regarding Mega Man, Ace Attorney, and Devil May Cry. Are you excited for this news? Are you looking forward to new Devil May Cry projects? Are you looking forward to if they remake Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3? Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more Devil May Cry 6 copium. You definitely know I'm going to continue that shit. Anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.